connection happen. I'll let him tell you a little bit about how that happened. And a minute, Brian, hold on. I know you got the mic, but hold on. And Dedrick is impacted. Dedrick got the memo, y'all. See, I don't know what happened to the rest of it. Dedrick got the memo for the dress today, but he's an impactor, and he's with the Atlanta Hawks. And then John Babul is vice president for basketball development, and he will share how all of this came together. But these two gentlemen right here, they are part of our Impact staff, and they led, along with the Men of Impact, whose names that you will see on the screen, of a bunch of guys that got together in 2 nights and put this court together. Give God another hand clap of praise. Now y'all know how it is when men put something together. They always want, they don't want to look at directions, right? Well, we didn't have directions anyway. So if you can imagine what about 12 to 14 brothers out there trying to put this court together with no directions and just a picture, you need to give God a hand clap of praise. It looks like that. But I want to thank all of you for your part in just making this happen. We're going to dedicate it today. And so what we're going to do after we hear some words from you, we'll say a little prayer. Then we're going to walk around to our Impact kids and to our Maximum Impact, and they have some goodies to share with them, which I'll let them share that as well. And then immediately after today, we're going to dedicate the court. As soon as our 10 o'clock experience is over, we're going to make our way out to the court, dedicate it, say a prayer over it, and make sure that we understand all the wonderful things that's going to happen. It's a chance to build connection, it's a chance to build community, and it's a chance to build for Christ. Amen? Amen. So, Brian, would you please share with us?
Well, first of all, I just wanted to say thank you to Impact Church, Olu, Paul, Emma. I started coming here 10 years ago, and this church has changed my life. So about 4 years ago, I called Olu up, and I said, Olu, I really think we need a basketball court at the church. And so he said, well, come down here next Sunday, and I'm going to take you out and show you our warehouse space. So we went out there, and we looked at it, and I said, yeah, we could do a basketball court in here. And that was 4 years ago. And him and I had been talking about it. Finally, called John Babul, who works for the Hawks, and asked him, I said, hey, is there anything you can do to help? And John was nice enough to get the Hawks to donate the sport court for us. And so thanks to all these guys' hard work, they put it together. We got nice basketball goals. And we really want to develop a whole sports program here at Impact, because if we could develop a sports program, we could get kids here and we could teach them so many lessons in life. There's so many people in my life when I was younger that helped me develop my career, and I was able to go play at Georgia Tech. And if it wasn't for those people when I was younger to help me in places like this, it would have never happened. So I just appreciate Olu and Paul giving us the opportunity to do this here, and we're really looking to do big things. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Brian, and thank you all, and it's great to be here at Impact Church. The story behind that court, it's amazing how God can work some days, because that morning started with our CEO, Steve Koonin, calling a couple of the upper executives in the company in, and we have an off-site warehouse where this court was stored, along with, when they went from the transformation from Phillips Arena to State Farm Arena, there was just a ton of stuff that had to be put somewhere so they could open State Farm Arena for opening night. So at this warehouse, you can imagine just hundreds of people moving stuff out of the arena and putting it in there. And a little bit of a hazard, a little bit of liability. So the morning started as hey John, what's in these crates? And I said, well, that's one of our sport courts, Steve. And he's like, what's it doing there? Like, are we using it? We need to move space. We need to get stuff out of the way. It's a hazard. He's like, can you find a home for it? And I said, I'm sure I can. And so, the morning starts at 9 a.m. It's me like, man, that wasn't a good start to the day. CEO's looking at me like my stuff's in the way and it's a liability and a hazard, we're gonna get sued. And I said, all right, we'll fix it. Literally, 10 minutes later, I stop at Starbucks, I get a coffee, phone rings. Brian Domalik, my good friend. My good friend from Georgia Tech. I played my ball at Georgia Tech after Brian. I'm a little bit younger, but he was a good mentor. He was a mentor to me, a guard on a Final Four team. I'm from Boston. He's from the Northeast. So Atlanta and Georgia Tech and the game of basketball, more importantly, is where I'll go with this, brought us together. It brought us to Atlanta, and it brought us here to this church today. And, there's only one way that can happen, and that's through the power of Christ. And so for the Hawks, Brian said, hey, we're trying to build a court. I want you to come out. Just meet the people, John. You don't have to commit to anything, but I think you could just need to see the place and see the opportunity. And so I'm thinking, okay. I was like, yeah, I'll come out. Let me know when. So next week, boom, you put it on the calendar. We get here. We have our D-League team, College Park Skyhawks, just got announced. 2 Chainz, one of our owners, will start in the fall right down the street. So I was like, let me come out to the area, to the neighborhood, and check it out. And so it came out, it was a 10, 15-minute meeting. I called Brian 30 minutes later. I said, I think I got a court for you. Let's do this. So this happened so quick. And the beauty and the gift that I get working for the Hawks is to work in the community and do the Atlanta Hawks work. This is not, something that John Babul did. This is the Atlanta Hawks. I have the autonomy, and I'm blessed with the responsibility to go out and impact communities. And so we hope that the Hawks can impact this great community through the game of basketball, just building bridges to the community. And like it did for me, someone put a ball in my hand when I was Sophie West. Come on up here real quick. Come on up. And Dina, come on up, Dina. This is my family. So this is Weston, he's 6. This is Sophie, she's 8. And this is Dina, she's beautiful. I live with Brian. Brian coached me up on that stuff. So.
My name is Robert Sheets. I'm not cutting you off.
I hear you. So when I was that age, someone put a ball in my hand, and it's taken me all over the country. I got a scholarship to Georgia Tech. I received my education. But more importantly, everyone in this room can probably agree, you need a mentor, you need a coach, you need a friend, you need a brother, you need a sister. That's what the game of basketball did for me, and that's what I hope it does for the youth and even the adults in this community. Spend time on the court. It's amazing the work God will do just through that court. Thank you.